Okay, so a bunch of different things happen here. First off, Stingerella gave us 2 experience. So 1, 2. Move these out. We're going to gain a ton of Zords right now, by the way. And that's fine. Kind of another reason why I stacked them the way I did. First we get the Eagle Racer. That's going to be Scott's car. Exhaust this car when any ranger performs an attack. That ranger may add 1 dice to the attack and ignore guard. Oh, that's really cool. I love it. So then we beat Psycho Red. So let's pop that over here. Psycho Red we beat. We get the Hyper Lion Zord, which is Marv's Zord right here. Exhaust this card when any ranger performs an attack to convert all misses to hits. That is awesome. And then because we defeated 3 of the Venjix cards, they're 2 points apiece because, again, they count as elite. 2, 4, 6. We do unlock a Megazord for this round, which is the Zeo Mega Battle Zord, which has, of course, the red Battle Zord snapped onto the back. Figured that was appropriate because it's kind of like the red Battle Zord on it and whatnot. At the start of each battle, add 2 energy tokens to this card, max 2. When any ranger performs an attack, they remove 1 energy token to add 3 dice to an attack. We love adding dice to attack. Adding dice to attacks are fantastic. I'm going to put this right over here, kind of move it over a little bit. Perfect. We're just going to put 2 energy on this right now. Let's use the yellow ones because I think those are good markers. I'd rather use those. I'd rather use these ones or whatever for full energy, and these are kind of like, charges for a particular thing. Now, there's still some Zords left in here. There's still some red Zords that we can unlock, so that's why I'm not doing anything else. Granted, we're going to have 1 more fight, and then we're going into the final level, but at the least, we have plenty of stuff that we can work with, which is great. Anywho, let's think about where we want to go. First, we want to move to the Zord graveyard. By moving there, each one of our heroes can take 1 card from their discard pile and put it on top of their deck. Ideally, you'd want all 3 shield cards to go on top, but this one is going on top of Tyler's, that one's going on top of Scott's, and that one's going on top of Marv's. Now then, what I'm going to do also is put their once per battle turns, and we actually do get another token, so that's good. I'm going to use that to do a recharge for Marv and for Scott, so that's going to be 6 apiece. Pretty much, he only has a find weakness in his discard pile now, so all this goes back to Marv. And we can start setting up again our Nitro Blaster amazing attack for Scott, even though I can't double the attack because that black box is not there anymore. And now let's go ahead and officially start this battle in the Zord graveyard against just foot soldiers, which is fine because we'll just gain more experience that way. Fantastic. All right, guys, let's look around and see if we can find anything useful in the area. Hey, look, there's a bunch of scrap up there. Hey, what are you talking about? Hey, yeah, let's smash them up, guys. All right, so I do have the Quantosaurus, the Lightning Cruiser, and the Red Ape right now here. I can choose one of these to use, but I can do it at any time during the battle. So let's first draw our cards, lay down the enemies, and determine if we want to use any of these. I mean, in hand, I still have Forever Red. I have Double Slash, which is pretty good. Rising Power, which we know has been great. Rev the Engines, which adds dice and all the other fun stuff. And a Dino Saber. Now that we have the Zeo Mega Battle Zord, that's going to be awesome as well. Draw from Tyler. United Strike. Each ranger in this battle may discard 1 card from their hand with an energy cost of 1 or 0. The attack value of this card is whatever that is combined. Oh, that's interesting. I'm going to draw 1 for Scott, and that's going to be the end of it. All right, another Rev the Engine. So, a few energy gain, some interesting attacks here. Yep, all right, cool, let's go. All right, I'll be reshuffling this soon. I'm coming down to the end, but we have 4 that are going down. Transfer Sentries, Overwhelm, Leaping Kick, and Total Mayhem. Total Mayhem is fast, so that's going to go up here. Deal 1 damage to each ranger. Increase that by 1 for each panicked location. So really, it's 1 damage to each ranger because there are no more any panic locations. However, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to save Quantosaurus in the hopes that maybe the main bad guy will come here. And we're going to activate the Lightning Cruiser. Exhaust this card to start a battle to allow the ranger to take the first turn in battle. So basically we get this turn, but we lose the very last turn. So we can't take this turn. However, Lightning Racer or Lightning Cruiser has been used. This came with Turbo Tommy, by the way, just in case you were wondering. Now there is a guard here and a guard here. And then of course, this is passive. What I am going to do is we're going to start off by playing the Dino Saber from Tyler, which is going to be 1 energy, and I'll take that from the center. I just did that right now. Any ranger may draw 1 card, and if they do, they may ignore the guard keyword. I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw from Scott to get Commanding Strike, which is really good. I'm going to ignore the guard keyword, and we're going to hit Total Mayhem for 3 straight damage. Boom, gone, fantastic. Not going to draw any cards from anyone else because that kind of happened that way. So we're just going to take 1 guy off of here, which is fine. Let's go ahead and exhaust this. Had to find my lightning bolt. All right, boom, right there. Tyrannosaurus Sentry is next. All right, let's go ahead and do the Command Strike. If you are the lead ranger, another ranger may play 1 card after you. Otherwise, add 1 dice to this attack. Do I want to play 1 thing after this? I think I may. So I'm not going to do... Do I want to? No, we'll just do it. We're just going to do a 0. So I am the lead ranger. Another ranger may immediately play 1 thing. Otherwise, add 1 dice to this attack. 3 dice. 3 dice. Okay, I'm going to do a 0 cost 3 dice attack at the Tyrannosaurus Sentry. Yep, that's what I'm doing. All right, let's go ahead and do this. You know what I'm going to do? Just because I really want to just kind of kill it all. I'm going to activate the Lion Hyper Zord, which says I can exhaust this card after when a ranger performs an attack, and I convert all misses to single hits. That's a 3-hit attack that I have right there to defeat the Tyrannosaurus Sentry. That's just pretty much what I want to do. I just want to go down the line right here and just beat things 1 by 1 by 1. That goes to Scott. Do I want to draw anything? No, I'm not going to draw anything. What we are going to do is we're going to go here, and we're going to use our last energy in the pool to do a double slash. So, double slash, 2 dice attack. After you resolve this attack, you can discard 1 card to perform a second 2 dice attack against a different target. I am actually going to discard from Marv. I'm going to discard the Forever Red. As much as I love this card, and I think it would be really, really good, especially for a boss, I'm just going to get rid of it right now. And I am going to do this because I'm going to do a 2 dice attack against Overwhelm, followed by a 2 dice attack against Leaping Attack. However, we can go over here to the Z Omega Battle Zord, and at the start of each battle, I can add 2 energy, which I did. When any ranger performs an attack, they may remove 1 energy from token to add 3 dice to it. So I'm going to do this once for Overwhelm and once for Leaping Attack. 2 5 dice attacks against 2 health enemies. This is ridiculous. I swear, if I don't kill one of these, I'm going to be so mad. All right, so that's the first one dead for sure. And the second one, oh, geez. Okay, I saw some misses. And I'm like, are you kidding me? But there we go. Okay, good. Successful double slash from Marv. All right, fantastic. Away these both go. Dead and dead. We have finished our turn right here. Awesome. And the Zord graveyard is all but 1 enemy. So there's just 1 chilling here by himself, simply because, you know, he's part of the trash. He's like, nah, I can't leave my stuff behind. I love it all. Okay, so I can actually add the 4 experience here, which is great. So now we're 1 away from just gaining some more Red Zords for, you know, no apparent reason. You know what? We're 1 away from getting 4 Red Zords. Let's, what do I got in my hand? All right, let's do that. Let's reinitiate the 1 battle. Let's put this here. I only have 1 card left in the deck anyway. Better time than any to use it. So let's go ahead and show Total Mayhem. So this is actually going to trigger. This is the last card that's in the decks, and I can reshuffle it, which is going to be fine. If I beat him, then we gain a Zord, which is awesome. Do I want to use anything? I don't think anything here bypasses fast. Nope, nothing does. So it does 1 damage to each ranger plus 1 for every panic location. So what we're going to do is, here's Marv, 1 damage, goes to the bottom. That's fine. Here's Scott, just don't be a 1 shield. Of course you're a 1 shield. Goodbye, my red strength. That stinks. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on. Perfect. All right, 2 shields to the bottom. And then I'm just going to use rising power because I only have 1 turn to do this. Use 1 energy to do 3 dice attack, and this is going to come back to my hand because this is Scott's card, and he is the lead ranger. And we're going to go ahead and spend 1 of these as well, so we have a 5 dice attack going up against a 3 health enemy. It should kill him, right? Right? Maybe, possibly, would be. Let's hope so. All right, here we go. 5 dice attack, doing 3 damage. Oh, more than that. Very nice. 5 dice, 5 damage. That's the odds. Very good. 1 damage per dice. Okay, this is going to come back to his hand. That's fine. I'm not going to draw any cards. This is now the final card from the 20 cards I have. So I'm just going to do a reshuffle for the next round because we have pretty much decided that we have finished this round completely. We do have 1 action left, and I might as well just use it to recharge. So these were left here. I used 1 from the attack. There was 1 left in the pool. Tyler absorbed it, so he's fully again. We'll use that for a recharge for Marvin and Scott. Marv has exactly 6 shields in his discard pile, so he's fully refreshed. And then Scott only has 4, but I'd rather him be refreshed and ready to go. Okay, technically we're on 6 right here for the Megazord, but because we are now going through it again, there is not another Megazord in here. So don't think that I put another one in if I happen to get to another level 6. Instead, we just have more Red Zords that have decided to join our fight, to join our cards, to join the power of the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Exhaust this card before any range performs an attack about that. 2 dice to attack. Everything's about adding dice. It's fantastic. Let's go ahead and reset everything here. We got all of our Red Zords, which are amazing. Reset all of this. Very good. And let's pull out the next 2 Arsenal cards. And these will probably be the last 2 that we get because this round is probably going to be the end of it. All right. Hyperforce Battleizer, used at the start of the Ranger's turn. You may ignore the fast keyword. That's great. That's only 3 as well. Red Fury mode, used before you roll a dice and attack. Add 2 dice to that attack. After that attack resolves, another Ranger must suffer damage equal to the number of misses for the results. I'm going to just toss my United Strike right now, which was in Tyler's pile, to immediately just grab the Hyperforce Battleizer and snap that onto Scott. Just because I feel like going up against a battle, we could immediately ignore the fast keyword. That's worth it right there. I was debating grabbing that Fury mode, but in my hand I have 2 3 shields and a 2 shield. And if I do this, then the shields are lost, and I just don't have them anymore. I mean, I like the Rising Power. The Rising Power is so good. Yeah, we're going to leave the Red Fury for right now. I might get it a little bit later, but with that said and done, let's go ahead and deploy round 4 and see who our boss is. I remember what it is for the boss. I have to defeat 4 boss cards instead of 6. And I have to beat the rest of Venjix's cards. So I have to wipe his deck clean and destroy that metal maniac once and for all. And the boss that comes out here, I only need to defeat 4 of their cards. So that's kind of the balance to it all. But we'll see what happens. First things first, let's go in our little side deck of cards right here. Shuffle these up one last time, and boom! The Red Zord 5 is what is found within the graveyard now. Exhaust this card when any ranger discards a card for defense, gain an energy, and that ranger may return that card to the top of their deck instead of going in the discard pile. So, perfect, good, final sets of deployments. I don't even care if this panics. I got plenty of room for everything. It's just a matter of where the boss lands, and then us going there and beating him. If he came to the Zord graveyard, that would be fantastic. All right, 2 Mastodon Troopers right where we are. All right, drop these guys right in there. That is 2 out of 6 for the figure limit, I mean. Next, we have 3 right where we are. Okay. Really hoping the boss would come in, but we are currently being surrounded by foot soldiers. Boo, boo, boo. All right, so I know these are soldiers, and 2 of them are going to the highway. Okay, so 1's going to the highway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that panics that. And now the other one that would go comes over here to the graveyard, and that panics this. We got 2 panic locations in one shot. This is why I hate the 3s coming out so late. We haven't even found the boss yet. Hey, look, it's the boss. 1 cog, and the boss going to the highway. So they're not going to the highway, they're not going to the graveyard, they're going to the Resistance hideout. So, who's our boss? The original Red Demon himself, Lord Zed. And it's appropriate this time because he was the final boss of my last game that I lost. We haven't seen him in action. We're going to see him today. And they are both right here at the Resistance hideout, which is, boom, right there. What stinks is I have so many Zords that I want to use, and every one I use removes the top card of a Ranger's deck. Oh, goodness. All right, let's just get the last one out of here, which happens to be 3 cocks, too. Wow. All right, well, that moves that around. All right, nothing can go here. We can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 there and 2 here. Wow, we were 2 away from this section being panicked, and then that would have completely put me into last stand mode immediately. So we're just going to do what I like to do, and that's go from where we are to the boss and fight the boss and get rid of them. Now, I do have to do 2 fights with this because we have to defeat at least 4 cards for the boss, and we have to make sure Venjix is gone. And of course, these little minions are going to be a pain in the butt as well. Every Zord we use is going to cost us a card. Oh, this is going to be a thing. If I can at least get the Nitro Blaster into Scott's hands, then I should be able to do something good, something really good. So there's the movement over to the Resistance hideout. There's our first battle for round 4. And here we go versus Zed and Venjix. You idiot! How could you let a newbie ranger with plot armor defeat the most powerful Zord in the world with such a pathetic attack? I'm sorry, sir. We tried to face him. You idiot. Get ready, Zed. We're going to be taking you down once and for all. You want to prove yourself? Let's fight and beat these Red Rangers. Finally, something we agree on. All right, in my hand, I have Rising Power, Rev Engines. These are technically 3 from Scott, so I don't want to just keep drawing from him. I'm going to draw the rest from it, so we'll take 2 from Marv. If it is Blaster, that's cool. You can spend 1 energy, add 1 die to attack, whatever. Hey, Forever Red, I may actually use that. That's really not a bad thing to have right now. Forward Motion, this is the first one we gotten from Tyler, this one. Reaction, play this card when another ranger performs an attack. Before they roll, draw 1 card, gain 1 energy, and add 1 die to that attack. Oh, that's awesome. And of course, this T-Rex Smasher. All right, so collecting dice, adding things together, and making the next attack even stronger. All right, here we go. We got Zed cards right here, all 3 of them going up top, and whoop-em. First is the Z Lightning. Deal 12 damage divided among the Rangers as they choose. Ouch. Passive, Aura of Doom. While this card is in play, each time a Ranger plays a card with an entry cost greater than 0, deal 2 damage to that Ranger after the card resolves. Boo! And here's our fast. I knew that was going to happen. 1 Ranger must discard the top 3 cards of their deck. All right, Battleizer time for that one. And Venjix only has 3 cards left in his deck. Now, this is an interesting concept that I like about the way I'm doing this, because if you defeated the 3 cards from the monster and the 3 cards from the second monster, he would only have 2 cards left in his deck, making this fight slightly easier. But the more cards you leave on the field in previous battles, the stronger Venjix is for the boss fight. So that just kind of puts all that together. There's a guard, there's a passive, and the fast is going to go right here. I hate this guard right here because guess what? It's guarding literally everything. And everything here has been all shuffled back together. We're just going to deal out 3 foot soldiers and see what goes down on the field. Overwhelm, I like it. Puppy Puddle, perfect. And Priority Target. That's really not bad. This could be far worse. All right, so that's a guard, that's guarded, and that's guarded. We got to get rid of that guard now. I didn't even realize, Machined Empire Elite. While this card is in play, the shield values of all combat cards with exactly 3 is reduced by 2. What? My 3 shield cards are now 1 shield because of that. Oh, you need to go away. All right, so we're going to go ahead and activate the Hyperforce Battleizer right here. We ignore the fast keyword, so at least we get the first attack this time. All right, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spend the once per battle for Marv, and I'm going to toss Forever Red. Again, I love it. I love the concept of the rest of the battle. You will always have a reroll, but it's a maneuver right now that I can't really afford to put down, and it's 2 energy, and I need the energy. So I'm going to throw that in order to at least just gain another energy into the pool. And then I'm going to use Tyler's once per battle ability right now, and Scott's going to draw 2 cards, and the next attack he does is going to have 2 dice added to it. Scott's going to draw the Street Saber Strike and the Red Line Slash. All right, so I think I'm just going to do that. We're going to do the Red Line Slash from Scott. It's 2 dice plus the 2 from Tyler, so then that's 4 dice. And then I think Tyler's then going to use Forward Motion, which is before you roll, let's see, before they roll, draw 1 card. Who draws 1 card? Do they draw 1 card? Play this card when another Ranger performs an attack, which we just did. Before they roll, draw 1, I think this is Tyler probably. Draw 1 card, gain an energy, and add a dice to the attack. So Tyler's going to draw. He's going to get 1 for all. We haven't seen this one yet. The next time any Ranger performs an attack during battle, add as many dice to that attack as you rolled for this attack. So if I pump this up with a crazy amount of dice, the next attack will gain the exact same amount of dice. That is awesome. This one, however, is going to be 5 dice. I do gain another energy, so I tossed that in already. I'm going to take that 5 dice and go after Cruel Strike. Yep, that's what we're going to do. All right, here we go. 5 dice against a 4 health card, and we do it exactly. We hit it exactly for 4 health. Okay, crazy. All right, so that pops this, which is good. Do I want to draw? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and draw from Marv and see what we get. Another Impetus Blaster. So has 2 of those in his hand. Put those there. Again, we've taken this turn because we got away with not having fast from the Hyperforce Battleizer. This is now goes, and it is our turn again. I have to get rid of the Shadow Claw in order to be able to get rid of most of this stuff. And remember, defeating these will always get me 2 experience at the end of battle. So I will at least gain another Zord. All right, so Tyler's going to play One for All. That is his card that he's done. So it's 1 dice and then 1 guaranteed damage. The next time any ranged opponent attack during the battle, they add as many dice to that attack as you rolled for this attack. We're going to go ahead and we're going to exhaust the Omega Red Zord. But I'm going to exhaust it and then also take the Eagle Racer and do the same thing. Now, I'm going to say for this right here for the level, which is each time a Ranger in this cage uses a Zord's ability, I'm using this Zord's ability. This is just used to increase the power. So I only have to take 1 card from Tyler's deck, which is Wild Punch, and that's going to the discard pile. But now I get to add another 4 dice to this attack. So it's a 5 dice, 1 guaranteed attack against Shadow Claw. And then the next attack I do after this, no matter where it is, will gain 5 dice. Once again, this is just pretty much 5 dice, 4 damage is what we're looking for. And there it is again. Oh my goodness, this is heart-wrenching. Like, you don't know who you're going to hit these things at times. So, yes, that's good. I like that. Gotta really remember my Z Omega Battlezord too, because that would have added more dice to this as well. But we managed to do it. We did 4 damage plus the 1 guaranteed from One for All. So, boom, that goes. All of these now go, which is great. I don't think I played a card yet greater than 0. I think all my cards have been 0, so that's fine. So this is going to go. That was Tyler's. I'm going to draw from Scott. Please be the Nitro Blaster. Yes! 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 The Nitro Blaster. Fantastic! All right, not that it matters because Z Lightning is going to go, and that's going to deal 12 damage divided among the Rangers as they choose. All right, so Marv is going to start. He's going to take... He has the most cards, and I also can gain some extra shields from the Animaria armor. So we're going to go ahead, and he's going to take 8. 8 shields. 8. So, all right, so it's 1, 2, 3. We'll use 1 from the Animaria, so 4. So 4 left. 1, 2, 3. We'll use the other one from the Animarium. So that's 1 left. And Double Slash can then go on the bottom. So he didn't lose that much. And then Tyler will come in and take the last 4. 1, 2, 3 on Final Strike. And go for it. Great. That's the one I kind of really wanted. All right. it is our turn once again. And as you may guess, we're definitely going to be playing the Nitro Blaster. Because not only is it going to give me 3 dice, but then an additional 5 dice from when I did Tyler's One for All ability. Let's see how much more we can add to this, shall we? So it's 5 dice for adding. Let's go ahead and use Scott's special ability. So another 3 dice. So that's 5 dice, 6, 7, 8 dice. Let's use the Tyrannosaurus. Might as well, right? Yep, okay. So we're going to use the Tyrannosaurus, activate that, and Scott's top card, which is Condor Strike, I just looked at it right now, is going to the top of his discard pile because I use the Zord. So it's 2 more dice added, and we'll go ahead and use the Mega Zeo Battle Zord, which is 2 more dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15 dice divided among, honestly, I'm just going to do 4. I'm just going to do 4 targets. So 15 dice damage divided among 4 targets that I just did. This is going to be great. The Nitro Blaster doesn't say like max any amount or whatever, so I don't see why this wouldn't work. And I'm sure if it doesn't, you guys would have told me already, or you would have said that this is a crazy thing that I'm doing twice now in this exact battle. Oh man. All right. First 10 dice we have here. All right. So this is 10 dice. Boom, 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 boom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss the next one as well. I don't get any rerolls. So Attack Squadron, Mustang goes into the discard pile. We're going to activate the Lion Zord. So the Lion Zord pretty much says that any misses are going to be hits. I have 4 misses right now, and I still got to roll some more dice. So I'm just going to pile these in here so I know that I have 4 damage in addition to what I have. So I roll 15 dice. I rolled 10. Here's 4 more that I'm rolling for that 15. Wow, they all hit. Okay, I'm going to just put 1 here because I'm going to roll this as the 15th dice. It's a miss, but because I did the Lion Zord, it is actually a hit. So in total, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 damage. Wow. Well, I know I'm doing 6 here to get rid of the Aura of Doom, so that's a guaranteed thing. We'll get rid of the Machine Empire as well for 5. So I have 5 left. I could just kill the Z Lightning for 5. And then skips a turn. Thunderburst will go, though. I may not want to do that. So let's just destroy Thunderburst so we completely get rid of Venjix, and we'll take the last damage and we'll plop that onto the Z Lightning. So now I just have to focus on that to get rid of it, and that will be awesome. Wow, what a turn. I love that card. Okay, fun times had been. This is gone. I'm not going to draw anything from anybody. The Rangers skip their next turn because of Scott's ability, which I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't think was going to be as useful as it is, but it is fantastic in all the right ways. We get to go again. I'm honestly going to start revving the engines a few times. So we're going to do rev the engine. 1 energy. We gain 1 energy back into the pool. So I'm putting that in now. Next time any Ranger performs an attack this battle, they add 2 dice to that attack. Boom. Done. We go again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm now just going to start working my way. I got to kill this Overwhelm because I don't want to lose the next Ranger turn in battle. So what I'm going to do is, well, I have 2 turns. So whatever I do next, I'm going to have 2 dice added to it. We're going to use Rising Power. We're just going to go ahead and do that. Scott's ability, he's going to use the 1 energy they put in. It's going to be a 5 dice attack. And he's going to then take the 2 from the Zeo Mega Battle Sword. So it's a 7 dice attack. Going to be finishing off Z Lightning. Just needs to do 4 damage out of those 7 cards. 7 dice. That's what I meant. 7 dice. Sorry, 7 dice. 4 damage and 7 dice. It has to happen, right? 1, 2, 3. That was a hit. 4, 5, 6. That's fine. Beautiful. Fantastic. Dead. All right. Good. So now we at least know that we have finished off Zed. Well, he hasn't finished off yet, but We only need to beat one more card of his in the next battle, and Venjix will not be in the battle at all. Let's see if we can take down a few of these guys. So this goes back to my hand. All right, let's do the Impetus Blaster. It's a 2. I'm only rolling 2 dice. That seems so pathetic at this point. But at least I can do that in order to hit this guy and see what else I can get. 2 dice, 2 damage, right? Should be just that simple. It is. It really is just that simple. Like, boom, done, blasted his head off. Good job, Marv. I'm not going to draw any more cards. We're just going to kind of work our way down here. So we got that. I'll add that to the experience board. Move our turn once again. I think I'm going to use the Rising Power, the last energy that's in the shared pool to do this. So we'll do a 3 dice attack against, Punny Pommel here. Again, this is Scott's card. He's going to be the leader forever. So this will go back to our hands after we do what we got to do. All right, here we go. 3 dice, doing 1 whole damage. Do I want to use the T-Rex Zord? You know what? No, I'm not going to bother with the T-Rex Zord. We'll just plop this here. The Putty Pummel's going to go. It's going to do 3 damage. Who is it going to do 3 damage to? It's going to do it to Tyler and knock him out because Wild Punch is there. And unfortunately, that's it. Tyler has no more in his discard pile. He has been knocked out. Oh, not me too. We may lose a life, but he is now completely powered himself back up for the next round. And I'm just going to go ahead and use the Impetus, my second Impetus Blaster right here in order to just do 2 dice against the Putty Pummel in the hope to beat it. Scott's going to be taking 3 damage from the priority target, but that's okay. He should be able to survive it. And there we go. At least we gain 1 more experience and 1 less foot soldier for this area. All right, so we use that. That's gone. This is destroyed. I'm just going to take 2 away here so we know that's good. Priority target goes, and this is going to pretty much end the round. 3 damage to Scott. 1, 2. Please don't be a 1. Oh no! Oh no, Scott's gone too. Scott has fallen in battle. And Scott's all I had left in terms of my cards, so I have now no cards in my hand whatsoever. That's it. Scott is also like, oh, I'm coming to get you. Zoom! He flies away. And leaving Marv like, okay, what am I going to do now? But they'll be back for the next battle. Let's go ahead and reset, clean up, and get ready for the final battle of this game. All right, was not expecting these 2 to be knocked out, but hey, you know what? We still have 1 more, a life token to go. I could recharge Marv, but I'm not going to bother because I have another plan ahead of me. Anywho, we did get all of that experience too for 6 experience from finally beating Venjix for sure. So now we get our last Red Zord. We had more, but this is fine. Exhaust this card when any ranger performs an attack. Add 1 die to that attack. That ranger may re-roll any dice. Cool. So we just are adding more dice to the attack. Can't go wrong there. Put these 2, because that's adding more dice there as well. We're going to put this here. We're going to put this here. And my friends, let's hope that we draw the Nitro Blaster, because if I draw that Nitro Blaster, this game is over. All right, so Venjix is officially destroyed. He is broken down. All right, now it's my turn. Let's go. Whoa, back into action we go. Ready to fight. You all right, Marv? Yeah, I'm good, guys. Let's go. Let's finish this guy for good. All we got to do is defeat 1 more Lord Zed card, and that is it. We got Inferno Guard, deal 5 damage to each ranger. No. Cruel Strike, which is a fast card. 1 ranger must discard the top 3 cards of their deck. Bad. And then another Inferno. All right, we have 2 enemies that we're going to put here, and then we'll draw our cards for the round, which again, I have no cards in my hand, so we're just going to be drawing as much as we can. Here we go. First is Stingerella. Hi, welcome back, Miss Fast. And then the Silo Box. All right, no cards in my hand. Let's go ahead and start drawing for our team. First, I'm going to be drawing from Scott. I'm going to literally draw as many as I can from Scott until I happen to get the card that I want, which is right there. Right there. Okay. All right, that's good. All right, so I drew that. Let's go to Tyler next and see what we can get. We got a 1 for all. And then we have, all right, go for it. Oh, sweet. All right, that's really honestly what I wanted, because this right here is the ultimate combo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go one more here. Dino Saber, it doesn't really do anything. Not going to do anything for Marv. Forward motion. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm excited. Okay. Come. We're going to take this away. So we're going to get the first spot, the first attack right away. And before anything else happens, we're going to go ahead and do this and whatever. Let's just do that. All right. We have 2 in the center. I'm going to use everybody's. We're going to have, oh no, I didn't draw anything from Marv, so I can't use his. So I have no cards from Marv, so that doesn't matter. We're going to draw 2 cards for Scott. I'm just going to throw them into my hand. They are Rev the Engines and Redline Slash. So that's 2 dice. He's going to add 3 dice. I'm going to add another 2 dice. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right here. There is only 5 enemies on the field. So I'm just going to literally spend all of my energy right here to target all of them. And we'll use the Tyrannosaurus Zord as well. I'm going to take the top card from his deck and throw it in the discard. Condor Strike, because that's where I am. Okay, so, and I don't think I have anything else right now. So this is how it's going to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because that's 3 dice. I thought that was 2, but it's 8, 9. 9 dice on top of the 3. Well, we'll do go for it. So now we can go ahead and guard and have a reroll, a second reroll. So now we have the Nitro Blaster. Oh, we have a red strength as well. Didn't even realize I had that. So there we go. That's amazing. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 for the Nitro Blaster. 4, 5, adding in the red strength. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 dice with 2 rerolls to our name. Okay, all 5 items, everyone should be dead. Let's do this. All right, here we go. First 10 dice right here. Let's see what we can do. 14 dice in total, 2 rerolls, ignoring all guard, because that's what Go For It does. Bam! Okay. Boo. So these would be misses. We know we have 3 misses, so I think, what are we going to do? How am I going to figure that? How am I going to remember this? All right, so I'm going to take 4 damage right here. Let's move these to the side. I'm going to take 4 dice of damage. So I know that these are 4 damages. So this is going to represent the last 4 dice that I have for the 14 dice. Okay, so that's good right there. Now I get my first reroll. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to give my first reroll. Oh boy, okay. Do I really want to reroll anymore? I do get 2 rerolls? No, I do not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage divided among all 5 targets, ignoring guard. 5, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 damage right there. That's amazing. Whatever, we're just going to do this. That's fine. All this goes away. I should have played forward motion with that in order to gain an energy, draw a card, and add 1 more dice to the attack. But that's okay. It is what it is. Nothing else I need at this point. I mean, I could just kind of... I could redline slash. We're just going to do this here. I'm not even going to bother bringing out the dice roller. Redline slash right here. 2 damage. Boom. Boom. Our turn here. I do have another attack card in my hand. Here we are. Commandeering Strike. We'll add 1 dice to that as well. And that's it. That is the end of that. We have defeated it. We have won! No, not again, Rangers. I'm going to get you one day. Oh, everyone goes. Yeah, guys, we did it. Red Rangers forever. Yeah, awesome. Good job, guys. Good job. That was wild. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. I loved every moment of that session. Just seeing the combinations that you make with not only the added red cards to their deck, but then just what these new characters can do. I've never played as Tyler. I've never played as Scott. I haven't even done their breakdowns yet on this channel because I was waiting. You know, RPM, I think they're going to announce RPM Gold and Silver soon. At least I hope so, crossing fingers. At the time of recording this, RenCon hasn't happened yet. So by the time this goes out, it would have happened. So you guys would know and everything. Maybe there will be more Dino Charge in the future, probably going to be. And then like, that's when I would start covering them, when the full teams start coming in. Just, wow, I never would have expected it to work out as well as it did. I read that Nitro Blaster quite a few times, you know, cutting out those segments from the video, just so it's like dead silence and whatnot. It doesn't have a figure limit. There's nothing on the card that says max how much ever energy that you can spend. So it's like limiting you to like only doing it on 3 or only doing it on 4, something like that. So just spend that amount of energy, bump it up with so many dice. I've never rolled that many dice before for those attacks and never did that much damage in this game in any one shot, especially using that black box. The Arsenal set was a big game changer in situations like that as well. And I can see where people have some reservations with it of sorts, where it doesn't make the game too easy, but it does add a lot of new power-ups and new abilities to your Rangers that could sway the game really quickly in your favor. Now, that's not a bad thing. You know, you want to win. The point of the game is to win, but if you win all the time and you win too easy, sometimes it becomes not so much fun. And I don't know, I think the Arsenal set is balanced. I think it works very well. I just happen to have some great cards in my hand and ready to play that just works so well together. And I think that's one of the biggest things I love about this game, is discovering the combos that work, executing them, and basking in their glory. But with all that said and done, I want to hear from you. What do you think of Forever Red? What did you think of this scenario that I played for you? Do you think that you would be able to maybe change it for something else? I kind of like Venjix as the constant threat for every single battle going from beginning to end. I could see that being like a few other monsters in there, like Goldar being one of them, or Rito being one of them, just always there, always like on some type of offense against the Rangers for every single battle, no matter who they're with and whatnot. I thought that was really, I thought it worked out very well on the long run. Yes, and I finally unlocked the Megazord and a few other things as well. So it was nice to see more experience and more of the Red Zords pop up. What'd you think of how I put together those foot soldier packs? Again, that was all based off of red cards, but I could see a deck like that just kind of coming together in its own right if you have sleeves to put them in where you don't see their backs. And then, of course, what do you think of the new characters? What did you think of Tyler? What did you think of Scott? And have you played any of the others from the Arsenal pack or the RPM set, which I will play at some point down the line? It is in the books. It is going to happen. It's just, this had to happen now because this excited me the most and I wanted to see exactly how it worked within the game. And let me tell you, I was not disappointed. Thank you all so much for checking out this session of Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. Do not miss any future Power Rangers action, whether it be sessions, breakdowns, or any other things I put out, plus all the other videos I put out for you guys to enjoy. Be sure you are subscribed to the Home Gamer Dad. If you wish to support the channel even further, there are ways to do that down in the description section below. Super thanks are always welcome. You could have YouTube or Patreon memberships that'll get you this video in full the moment part 1 goes out, so you didn't have to wait this long in order to get it, unless you have those subscriptions, in which case, thank you so much. You are absolutely amazing. Very, very much appreciated. But really, your views, your likes, your comments, sharing, going through all of these videos and whatnot, that is the best way to help the channel grow, to make sure that I can continue putting these out for you as often as I can. Keep these coming, Renegade. I can't wait to see what the new stuff is that you put out for not only Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid, but Mission Critical, the Guardian system, the deck builders, your basic games. It doesn't matter. I want to see it all. I want to play it all. You guys have been amazing. Take care of yourselves and each other. We are family forever, gaming together. Doesn't matter if you're red or blue or black or pink or yellow or white or green or any other color. Forever we are together, defending the world, and of course, just having a great time along the way. You all have been amazing, and I will see you in the next one.